Welcome back to Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition. I'm very briefly back on the Citadel, just so that I can buy this. Or this, actually.
We can use this.
And I will head back now. Before I do...
You know what I haven't had in ages? Ramen. My grandmother used to make the best ramen. Delicious. Thinking back, I really should have stolen her recipe.
And back to the Normandy. Frozen targets take more damage. Good to know. I actually need to do... So yeah, that's very useful. Nothing. Nothing. Useless. Nothing. All right. Actually, before I continue, time for the next mission. Dossier, the Warlord. Dr. O'Keir. Millennia of combat and strategic experience. Rumored familiarity with collector technology. A brilliant and brutal Krogan warlord who fought in the Krogan rebellions, Dr. O'Keir has become obsessed with saving the Krogan people from the genophage and is believed to have contacted the collectors in an attempt to gain technology to that end. He is currently in a Blue Suns camp on Corliss, though the nature of his relationship with the mercenary group is unknown. So, speaking of the Krogan rebellions, fun little bit from the Cerberus Daily News. There were a couple of articles. A couple of articles about living history lectures about the Krogan rebellions, which featured veterans of the war, both Asari and Krogan, with Krogan claiming that the Asari used Krogan prisoners as slave labor on at least one occasion. So there was some disputing and arguing at the lectures. Yeah, just something that I thought I would toss in, that I thought would be worth mentioning, you know? Anyways. Whoops, no. That's not where I wanted to go. I want to go here. The Eagle Nebula. There's Corliss over there, but before I do that... Cold and distant, Gregus is currently 65% rock by mass and 35% frozen methane and nitrogen ices. In the planet's summer years, these percentages change as the sun heats its ice and it evaporates into a thin atmosphere. Its calcium-heavy crust has been scouted by countless Corliss surveying teams, most of whom came back empty-handed.
Probe away.
Not too many planets here. Osalri, Cova Solarian, Fire Maiden, is a boiling hot dwarf planet close to the G-class star Ymir. Too hot for lucrative exploitation, its only satellites are defunct solar arrays destroyed by pirates long ago.
Launching probe.
A hydrogen-helium gas giant, Quotus is used by countless spaceships to discharge their drive cores after coming into the system. Commercial vessels restock on their supplies of helium-3 from one of its many orbital platforms. Travel advisory: piracy at helium-3 refueling stations is common in the Ymir system. Visitors are encouraged to use the escorts provided by the Corliss security fleet to and from the system's mass relay. To prevent escort fraud, always ask for identification from the escort ships and compare them to those found on the Corliss security fleet's extranet sites.
Probe away.
Nice to know that they're being careful. And finally, Corliss. A garbage scow with a climate was how one Citadel Council member described Corliss at the turn of the century, and ever since then the Corliss Tourist Bureau has been attempting to rebrand their planet. It hasn't worked, though they have tried calling it the recycling center of the galaxy. Corruption scandals and a staggering murder rate ensure the Corliss image is permanently stained. Corliss' biggest business is the recycling of decommissioned or junked spacecraft into their component parts. While the invention of Omnigel has made this process significantly cleaner, it is still a dirty business that chokes Corliss' sky with smog and fills its ports with megatons of scrap. A shady hospitality industry and a scavenger underclass round out the spectacle of urban decay. Travel advisory: Corliss ranks second in murder per capita in the Terminus systems, and first in off-worlder murder. Civilian traffic is encouraged to employ security professionals when visiting. Population of 3.8 billion, so it's still a lot of people living there. Colony founded 1781 CE, capital of Chokwo, disputed. So, Corliss is based on a shipwrecking area in India. Which is, yeah, real place. It's very dangerous place, very dangerous work. So, yeah. That was the inspiration for Corliss. Alright, so I just recruited Jack, so let's bring her along. I'm always wary of bringing Garrus because he's very much a glass cannon. He does not take a hit. But, alright. I have to decide which armor I like more. I do like the damaged look, but at the same time, it would kind of make sense for him to use armor that isn't broken. Nah. And I did put points into Jack. I probably should have given her a level of pull, but why bother? I've got Singularity. That can last long enough for me to throw a warp. Yeah, you see, like, Garrus has barely more health than Jack, and Jack is just like sort of pure biotic. So yeah, he does not take damage well.
Dossier doesn't say if Okir is on this planet by choice. Assume hostiles.
There is only one measure
Always.
of success. Kill or be killed. Perfection is your goal.
Loudspeakers? Someone likes the sound of their voice.
Stay focused. We're looking for a Krogan Warlord.
Which is not something you want to say very often, I imagine.
Being hired is merely the beginning. You must earn your place in the mighty army we are building.
Well, who are they looking for, I wonder? I'll destroy you!
Concussive shot ready. Gotcha.
Yeah, so far so good. Die, bitch. Nah.
Shit. I won't stop bleeding. I'm gonna... You son of a bitch.
Doesn't look that bad, actually.
He doesn't need to know that.
I knew it wasn't berserkers. Not at range. You're mercs or Alliance. I'm not telling you anything.
I've got a nice application of metagel ready to go. But if you'd rather I just keep walking.
Son of a bitch. I don't know anything. I just shoot the overflow from the labs. The old Krogan up there, he's really been cleaning house lately. Jador hired him to make her an army, but the Krogan he creates are insane. So we use them for live ammo training. It's all crap. I don't get paid enough to goddamn bleed out.
Outpost 4, Jador wants us to move. We need coordinates on that Krogan pack.
I want your friends gone. Understand?
Patrol, the last group dispersed. Lost sight 5 minutes ago.
Dispersed? Jador will be pissed. She wanted a show.
You asked for a report, you got it. Dispersed.
Understood. Returning to the labs.
There, you see? I'm helping.
Yeah, is it just weird? Do the colors, like, does the blood in his face look weird up close?
Have you seen Okir? Does he know about all this?
We can't go in the labs, but everyone sees what happens when the Krogan come out. I've shot hundreds. They're crazy, mindless. Anyone up there, they know what's going on.
Alright.
What is Jador planning to do with all these Krogan?
Replace us, probably. I sure wouldn't want to see an army of them coming at me. Only she can't control them. They aren't supposed to be crazy, but they're Krogan. How smart are they to start?
Okay.
Is Jador's lab heavily guarded?
There are big guns to keep ships away. We're not outfitted to fight goddamn commandos.
If you start limping now, you might find a shady spot before you bleed out.
Shit. Oh, shit. Oh.
Funny.
Thought so. Come on. Our warlord is somewhere in Jador's lab.
Jack's approval should probably fill me with shame, but
Training is part of your contract. Failure to perform means liquidation, legal and otherwise.
and otherwise.
Stay sharp.
I really like that liquidation, legal and otherwise.
Concussive shot ready.
I have really bad aim.
Nothing can stop me!
Concussive shot ready.
Yeah, there sure are a lot of dead krogan around here.
Team 4, do you read? Team 4, Com tells you we have a problem.
There we go!
I can take you all!
Alright, so far so good.
The Krogans are your example and your warning. As ferocious as they are, failures are expendable.
This woman does get a little bit annoying.
Get ready.
He's big.
You are different. New. You don't smell like this world. 7 night cycles, and I have felt only the need to kill. But you... something makes me speak.
Night cycles. 7 days.
He's just a little baby. Just a little baby krogan.
They must breed them full size, ready to kill. Not much improvement over regular mercs if they need training.
Bred to kill. No. I kill because my blood and bone tell me to. But it's not why I was flushed from Glass Mother. Survival is what I hear in my head. Against the enemy that threatens all my kind. But I failed, even before waking. That is what the voice in the water said. That is why I wait here.
Alright.
Okir's voice? Did he speak to you while you were in your tank?
I heard the voice. Not like now, with ears. Inside. I called it Father. it like that. But it was disappointed. I'm not what it needs me to be.
A lab with krogans. Sounds like an attempt to cure the genophage.
Cure? Cure was never whispered. Survive, resist, ignore.
I destroyed Saren's cure. How does Okeer expect these krogan to ignore the genophage if not by curing it?
No idea. Doesn't look like he's had much success so far.
How did you disappoint the voice?
I don't know. It was decided before I left Tank Mother. I was not perfect.
That merc said these guys go crazy.
I don't know of that, but I'm not perfect.
Not sure who actually voices this tank-grown krogan. Want to see if I can find it. Sorry, just give me a couple of minutes here. Just like I said, I want to see if I can find it. I might not be able to. There's a lot of voice actors in the game.
How can you speak if you're only a week old?
There was a scratching sound in my head, and it became the voice. It taught things I would need. Walking, talking, hitting, shooting. Then the voice said I was not perfect, and the teaching stopped. And now I am here.
It was taught enough to be judged. We still don't know what the goal was, though.
I don't know, but I am not perfect.
Okay. So it's John Curry, who apparently did a lot of sort of secondary voices.
You're supposed to be part of a mercenary army. Do you remember Jador?
I know that name. It causes anger, but also laughter. It is not a name that will be sung when we march. I don't know what that means, but I have heard it many times.
Alright.
Can you show me the laboratory? I need to speak with Okeer.
The Glass Mother. She is up, past the broken parts, behind many of you fleshy things. I will show you.
Glad he's friendly.
Want to come with?
You fleshy things are slow when big things are in your way.
You could have run or tried to fight your way back to the labs. Why stay here?
I am waiting. The voice told me, if they come, I fight. But I will not run, and I will not follow. I am not perfect, but I have purpose. I must wait until called, released.
Huh?
Not a lot of room to maneuver. Stay sharp.
For what it's worth, I hope that you're able to survive. Oh, he's gone.
They're loose! Run for your damn life!
This should punch through their armor.
I'll destroy you!
Yeah, that part's really, like, that's just a really awkward spot.
Watch the krogan!
Oh, jeez.
Up close and personal.
Yeah, this is honestly like one of the most dangerous spots in the game. Because they just...
Who authorized that Krogan release? O'Keefe?
I can do more.
Oh, there's that one.
Out of your way!
Nothing can stop me. I can do more.
Time to die.
Whoops.
I can do more.
Any more around? Yep.
You'll bleed.
That's me, dumbass!
Well, sorry, I was trying to get the krogan.
Destroy you! Watch out!
Still not done. Oof. There's a lot of these boys.
I'll destroy you. I'll destroy you.
Please be all of them. Looks like that's all. There are a lot here. Luckily, they're
Krogan
not.
took down the grid. We're blind and getting hit on all sides. Where are the heavies?
Luckily, they're not actually like they come one at a time mostly, so they're actually not all that difficult to fight. Heavies. Here's where things unfortunately get a little bit tougher. Yeah.
Krogan on our 6. Copy, goddammit. Where's Tador and her personal guard?
We can use this.
Anything else in this room? Looks like no. Alright.
Trouble incoming.
Alright, that wasn't too bad. Ammo in here? I don't need to search for ammo nearly as much as I do, but... I do like the screams.
One.
I do need to get better guns still. Go. There we go. I'll need to get the extension for that one. I'll need to get the hacking extension module just because, yeah, it's just kind of annoying, honestly. How little time you get with some of them.
Kill the trespassers. I'll deal with the
there was something I was going to say or check. But damned if I can
Berserkers are
remember.
going down, but the outsider commandos are still incoming. Repeat, still incoming.
What the hell was I thinking of looking at? Damned if I can even remember now. Oh, right.
I need everyone out of the labs to fight this. Every floor, every outpost, move!
That right there, for the record, is a Quarian ship.
No more. I command that they be killed. What is so hard to understand?
That one I'm not sure about. Not sure what kind of ship this is.
Nothing can stop me!
Wanted to see if I could move around and get a better look at it, but no.
There we go.
This should slow him down.
What do
Yeah,
you mean
just
the door's holding the mechs? She'll lose all our toys if we don't get back up.
It's kind of cool that you got ships flying overhead here. This looks like it's some sort of freighter, if I had to guess. Big, whatever it is. Yeah, it's really. I think that's a really cool touch that they fly by there. Just almost sort of a reminder that this planet is for businesses and stuff like that. Like that there is a business going on there. All sorts of junk ships over there. So yeah, it gives a...
Concentrate fire on my position! Concentrate on... Ah!
I like the, I kind of dig the aesthetics of this planet. Come on, give me what I need, you stupid thing. There we go. Keeps trying to not give me what I need. Am I where I think I am? Some of these ships seem pretty big.
There are three of them. Three! You think you'd be killed if you do your damn chores.
Jador! Damn it! Think it's out here! Fire! I'll light him up. Concussive. Shot ready. Firing a high-impact shot! Concussive shot ready. Scratch one!
I'll kill you all! Ready with
Not done yet.
Squad 4.
Fire in the hole!
Shields down.
Yeah,
Fire in the hole!
that's a good spot. Jeez. The rockets. Was I just not getting headshots on her? Because it seemed like I was. Alright. So that's this area cleared out. Now for something a little more entertaining.
Shepard, don't shoot. You know me.
Yeah. You remember her, right?
I shut down the security cams as soon as I saw it was you. Never thought I'd say it, but I'm glad it's you shooting up the place. Sorry, Rana Thanoptis. You let me go when you destroyed Saren's lab on Vermeer. Had to outrun a nuke in a utility pod, but it's still a second chance.
I'm glad she's okay. You know, she's a mad scientist, but she's nice for a mad scientist, you know? Voiced by Belinda Cornish, as an aside. So yeah. Who would have expected her to show up, eh?
I assume you have a good reason for being at this lab?
Don't worry, I'm not wasting the chance you gave me. My work here, strictly beneficial. Not for the mercs. Jador's on a standard power trip. But Okeer is trying to do something good, even if his methods are a little extreme. Everyone deserves a second chance, right? And sometimes giving one pays off. I take care of my debts.
Good to know.
What is Okeer trying to do here?
It's complicated. Jador wants a private army, but Okeer mostly ignores her. He's running the project for his own reasons. I created a mental imprint routine to educate his tank bred. Most don't get through it. He dumps them for some reason.
He
wants
guys.
to help his people, but he's not looking for a genophage cure, and he's not going for numbers. That's all I know.
Curious.
Finding you in a place like this makes me think letting you go was a mistake. You don't want that.
We agree on that. Don't worry. I plan on staying as far away from anything to do with you as possible. Now,
Good
if you
plan.
don't mind, I'm gonna run like hell before you blow the place or something. I know how you work.
Too nice. That'll bite you in the ass someday.
Probably. I like Rana Thanoptis. Crap. I like that little bit of it. I know how you work. She's not wrong. Though, in my defense, the nuke was the Solarians' idea. It wasn't my idea, it was the Solarians.
Here you are. I've watched your progress.
Sorry, I'll be with you in a second.
This might be useful.
Krogan Vitality. Wonder if that means we're gonna have a Krogan with us.
It's about time. The batteries on these tanks will not wait while you play with these idiotic mercs.
I take it you're Okeer. You don't seem particularly caged or grateful that I'm here.
You may claim to be here to help, but the formerly deceased Shepard is not a sign of gentle change. Surprise.
Fair.
All Krogan should know you. I'm sure Rana has already revisited your actions on Vermeer.
Okir here is voiced by Dave Fennoy, who also voiced Tarek back on Omega.
I'm sure you're eager to retell the story.
Such a tale. Saren, the Spectre Traitor, threatens the return of the Krogan Horde by curing the genophage, undoing the gentle genocide of the Turians and Solarians.
Nice.
But before Saren can deliver his endless troops, in rides Shepard, securing victory through nuclear fire. I like that part. It has weight.
He's a good storyteller. I like Okir. He's a good storyteller. Yeah?
I didn't have a lot of room for finesse. If there'd been any other solution, I'd have considered it.
But I approve. Saren's pale horde were not true Krogan. Numbers alone are nothing. The mistake of an outsider. One that these mercenaries have also made. I gave their leader my rejects for her army, but she grows impatient. It's time for you to take me out of here.
Okay.
We're here about collectors, not your problems.
I see. Yes, collector attacks have increased. A human concern. My requests were focused elsewhere. I acquired the knowledge to create one pure soldier. With that, I will inflict upon the genophage the greatest insult an enemy can suffer. To be ignored.
So you don't want to cure the genophage?
Contrary to what survivors claim, the genophage does not produce strong Krogan. The only quality it filters is the ability to survive the genophage. For every 1,000 stillborn, too many weaklings live. Every survivor is branded as precious. That's produced more cuddling than your collective human teats. I say, let us carry the genophage. Let 1,000 die in a clutch. We will defeat it by climbing atop our dead. That is the Krogan way.
I thought the Krogan ideal was a return to the numbers that threatened the galaxy.
We will not need numbers. My soldier is a template. It is a greater threat than all the Phantom siblings that would have been at its flank. The galaxy still bears the scars of the Horde, but it will learn to fear the Lance.
You're just as cruel and manipulative as those who released the genophage on your people.
Perhaps, but I will restore the Krogan, and my soldier will not provoke a nuclear response as a cure or Horde would. My legacy is perfection, with each pure Krogan reaching higher by standing on our dead. They will exceed, but not forget.
Alright, yeah. He's got some points. I understand his position. I understand where he's coming from, and yeah, he's maybe not entirely wrong.
Your search for the perfect soldier created a lot of failures. You don't care about them?
I failed no one. My rejects are exactly what Jador asked for. She simply lacks the ability to command. They are strong, healthy, and useless to me. I need perfection. If a few thousand are rejected, so be it. My work will purify the Krogan. We will not be restored. We will be renewed.
He's interesting.
What did you get from the collectors? I need whatever you know about them.
They are strange. So isolated, yet very available when your sacrifice is big enough. I gave them mini Krogan. I may have information for you, but the tech was consumed in my prototype, after I determined how to use it without killing the subjects. The deaths were unfortunate, but I only need one success to start the process.
Alright. Works for me.
Your methods are extreme, but you know how to deconstruct a threat. Will you help us?
Perhaps I can strike a deal to secure passage, but my prototype is not negotiable. It is the key to my legacy.
A Attention, I have traced the Krogan release. Okeer, of course. I'm calling blank slate on this project. Gas these commandos and start over from Okeer's data. Flush the tanks.
She's that weak-willed. She'll kill my legacy with a damn valve. Shepard, you want information on the collectors? Stop her. She'll try to access contaminants in the storage bay.
Jador, as an aside, is voiced by Stephanie Wolf.
You could just start over like she plans to. What's the big deal?
This tank is pure. It involved as much trial as data. Starting over will not duplicate it. It must survive. Jador will be with the rejected tanks. Kill her. I will stay and do what must be done.
Yeah, you're gonna want the shotgun in a second,
Right.
Jack. We're about to be real close quarters. This fight is honestly really, really tough.
Dead. This is my world. I'll poison them all.
Charming.
Look out!
Enemy charging!
I'll destroy you. I'll destroy you. You can't escape everything. Break them, kill them. I'll create more.
Kill more!
I will rebuild.
My shields are down.
Headed your way. You can't escape everything.
I like that big boom.
Trespasser.
I forgot to use this on a krogan.
Alarms in the lab? What's that krogan doing up there?
Shepard, the lab alarms coincided with the system's failure. The remaining lab systems are unprotected, and I have gained limited access. According to lab scanners, the room is flooded with toxins and Okir's personal life signs are failing rapidly. I recommend haste.
I totally...
Emergency vent in progress. Contamination detected. Emergency vent in progress.
I totally forgot that the main reason I brought this along was to use against the krogan in that room. Anyway, you just saw what the avalanche can do.
If I knew why the collectors wanted humans, I would tell you. But everything is in my prototype. My legacy is pure. This one soldier, this grunt, perfect. You gave me time, Shepard. If I knew why the collectors wanted humans, I would tell you. But everything is in my prototype. My legacy is pure. This one soldier, this grunt, perfect.
Well, so much for Okir.
Why would someone so fanatical sacrifice himself for one krogan?
Crack it open. Let's see what a pure krogan's got.
Jack is, Jack's the curious type.
A pure krogan could pack a hell of a punch. We can always use another heavy hitter.
If he'll help. I doubt anyone's asked for his opinion.
Normandy, Okir is a no-go, but we have a package that needs retrieval. And he's a big one.
Yep. As a side note, one of the concepts, one of the character concepts that was being batted around during the development of Mass Effect 2 was create a krogan. Would have allowed you to choose the krogan's father, with apparently Rex would have been an option to be the father of the krogan. Not entirely sure how it all would have worked. They went a different route. Cloning facility destroyed. Okir dead, but his son was recovered. Loss of Okir could be a problem. We'll allow Shepard to decide whether to activate the krogan. All krogan members, all one of them. Spoiler. A scientist named Okir designed a retrovirus that matches the krogan genetic code. Modifying the gene sequence of the virus and injecting a small amount into a krogan can introduce a change in that genetic code. Weapons mass effect field generator. Blah, blah, blah. Yep. Alright.
Bringing the krogan for study makes sense, but I have concerns about waking it.
Yeah. You've said that a few times now.
A normal krogan is dangerous. This one was created and likely educated by a madman.
I see everyone's enjoying the new paperweight. Concerns?
We don't know anything about it, Commander.
Yeah, Shepard's special.
I know. You don't find that interesting?
Krogan fight well at close quarters. Perhaps awakening him in a confined space wouldn't be prudent.
Noted. The cargo hold is safe enough while I decide what to do with him.
So as an aside, once again, so during that conversation, there's an option where, like, depending on what option you choose, Miranda can mention how dangerous it is, and Shepard can ask Edie how fast the hold can be vented, can be blown out into space, and then point out that, and then ask Edie how many people are on the ship. So,
is it true we have a pod containing a baby Krogan down in the cargo hold?
Not a baby. He's a full-grown super soldier ready for combat.
Please be careful if you decide to birth him. His personality is completely unknown. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
That'll be all.
Birth.
I'll be here if you need anything. The elusive man wishes to speak to you in the debriefing room, Commander.
He can wait. Title, untitled, from Error, Invalid Sender Name. Hey Shepard, heard I have you to thank for getting out of purgatory. Sent a ship to ram me up, but they didn't weapons check good enough. I'm gonna carve your name instead of mine into my next victim as thanks. Got anyone you need dead? Haha. You did take a shot at me, though, on my way out, so I have to kill you. You know how it goes. Dad taught me that you let anybody hurt you, they get ideas, so you have to make sure to send a message. Not like I'm sending now, though. See you around. The people who live here are coming back and it's showtime. Look around for your name. I'll make sure you find it before I find you. Billy. Well, that's not unsettling at all.
Got some pressure loss in the number 4 hydrogen tank. Lock it down, Edie. Yeah, this is 98% of my job. I just watch buttons flash. Sometimes I press one.
Fun job.
Was that button? Nah.
Get to the... There we go.
Hanging in space with the jazz trio. Now coming with the bass. Boom, 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 boom.
That's one of my favorites.
Commander.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last. It seems like Garrus has finally worked that stick out of his butt, but now he's trying to beat guys to death with it. I can't believe I like the old Garrus better. I'm not saying anything about Jack, I'm not stupid. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
I assume everything's going well up here?
Quiet enough. What the...
Trouble?
No, it's nothing. Son of a... Very funny, Edie. Real original. Stop it.
You did insist on manual control, Mr. Moreau.
That's an Austin Powers reference.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Yeah, there's a bit in one of the Austin Powers movies where Dr. Evil had trouble controlling his chair.
I just heard. The collectors hit the Ferris Fields colony. Everyone's gone.
Shit! We're going to make those dirty buggers pay.
That sounds sad. And hey! This is open now.
The subject is stable, Shepard. Integration with onboard systems was seamless.
Can he see anything in there? Does he know where he is?
Unlikely. Current neural patterns indicate minimal cognition. Barring ship-wide power loss, the nutrients in the tank could sustain him for over a year.
Good to know.
What can you tell me about this guy? Anything unusual?
The subject is an exceptional example of the krogan species, with fully formed primary, secondary, and tertiary organs where applicable. No defects of any kind, aside from the genetic markers of the genophage present in all krogan. I cannot judge mental functioning.
Yeah, here's a brilliant question.
Any idea how dangerous this guy is?
He is a krogan, Shepard. If you were asking whether he is actively hostile, I don't have the necessary data to answer. Okeer's technology could impart data, not methods of thinking. The subject may know of his views, but would not necessarily share them.
I love that. Just, is he dangerous? He's a krogan. Fair answer. All right.
Stand by. I'm gonna open the tank and let him out.
Cerberus protocol is very clear regarding untested alien technology.
Tough. I'm not Cerberus.
He's either a powerful addition to the crew or a time bomb. I'd rather deal with it now.
Very well, Shepard. The controls are online. The switch and consequences are yours.
Oh, he looks big and menacing here. Hey there.
Female. Before you die, I need a name.
I'm Commander Shepard, and I don't take threats lightly. I suggest you relax.
Not your name. Mine. I'm trained. I know things. But the tank, Okeer couldn't implant connection. His words are hollow. Warlord, Legacy, Grunt. Grunt was among the last. It has no meaning. It'll do. I am Grunt. If you are worthy of your command, prove your strength and try to destroy me.
Grunt here is voiced by Steve Bloom. Very veteran voice actor. Done tons of stuff.
You wouldn't prefer Okeer or Legacy?
It's short. Matches the training in my blood. The other words are big things I don't feel. Maybe they fit your mouth better. I feel nothing for Okeer's clan or his enemies. I'll do what I'm bred to do. Fight and determine the strongest. But his imprint has failed. Without a reason that's mine, one fight is as good as any other. Might as well start with you.
Is it that easy for Okeer's perfect krogan to abandon his mission?
Okeer is just a voice in the tank. If his imprints are true, then he created something stronger than him. So he's not worthy of me. And if his hatreds aren't strong enough to compel me, they've failed too. I feel nothing. I have no connection.
You notice that his head is a little bit, I suppose, smoother. Doesn't have the large, as large a plate as prominent a plight as Rex and other krogan we've seen. Just an indication of his age, of Grunt being young.
I have a good ship and a strong crew, a strong clan. You'd make it stronger.
If you're weak and choose weak enemies, I'll have to kill you.
Our enemies are worthy, no doubt about that.
That's acceptable. I'll fight for you.
I'm glad you saw reason.
Huh? Offer one hand, but arm the other. Wise shepherd. If I find a clan, if I find what I want, I will be honored to eventually pit them against you.
I love how Shepard's just not the least bit concerned during that entire thing. She's got a krogan holding her up by the throat, and she's just having a friendly chat with him.
Shepard.
What are your thoughts about our mission?
I fight. Doesn't matter who for.
What do you think about the crew?
Good bunch if they stay out of my way. Dead bunch if they don't. Train them good if you want to take on collectors. Some of these aliens are too smooth.
Did Okeer give you any imprints about the collectors?
I see blurry ships, guesswork about strength. Nothing to help pick a weak spot and tear. Okeer spent all his time on old hatreds. Whatever he had, it was used up when he made me.
That's unfortunate.
Anything in your tank imprints that can make use of the resources we found?
Might have something I could put together. Don't know how useful it will be.
Krogan shotgun. Claymore. Armory scientists produced a single prototype for Grunt in violation of Council Space's weapon safety standards. The recoil on the Claymore isn't enough to break a human's arm. Fortunately, Grunt isn't human. Violation of Council Space's weapon safety. Yeah. If you are playing a soldier or vanguard, it is possible to eventually get a Claymore of your own.
Shepard.
Anything in your tank imprints?
Nothing else I can think of. I'm no tech. Enjoy what you got.
Just checking in, making sure you're acclimatizing.
Humans talk too much. Like the tank. Come back later.
That's all for now.
Shepard.
Alright, nothing here. Pretty sure Jack's gonna have nothing new to say. But...
Hey.
Tell me about you, Jack. What are you up to?
Oh, she does.
Still checking out your ship. Wouldn't mind putting her through her paces when you're not around.
I doubt Joker would appreciate that. At least not while we're working.
Relax. Joyriding doesn't have the thrill it used to. Besides, if I wanted it, I'd take it.
That's so...
I've been around. Ran with gangs, wiped out some gangs, joined a cult. Kept the haircut. I learned how to survive and not be a victim.
It's hard to imagine you in a cult. That usually involves a lot of rules.
I was looking for answers. Drugs and sex and going to a better place. A better place, right. It was
So
all about
cynical.
money. They wanted to take a colony, shake the suckers down to fund their spread, and guess who was their ace in the hole? They were just like the rest. Didn't give one shit about me.
What'd you do when you found out?
What do you think?
She's cynical.
You must have met some good people, too.
Everybody wants something, and because of that, everything is fair game. Murder, assault, kidnapping, drugs, stealing, arson, done it all. And that's the boring shit. Piracy, theft of military craft, destruction of a space station, and vandalism. That was a good one.
This is a fun one.
I'm surprised you'd even mention vandalism in that bunch.
That's what the Hanar call it when you crash that space station I mentioned into one of their moons and make a new crater. They really liked that moon.
A space station? You're pushing what I can believe.
Ain't saying it was easy. Not everything is spur of the moment. Sometimes you gotta work to give people what they deserve. Had some people I hung with for a while. Outlaw colony. Felt like they were like me. Guess that made us a nice target. Turians think they know something about a scorched earth response. Fuck 'em.
Save that one for
You
last.
were a pirate too?
Ties in with the kidnapping. If you hijack a passenger ship and don't kill everyone, anyway. Good lesson. Simpler to just kill them all.
This one is probably the funniest.
Military's a hard target. Bet that made you some friends.
Shouldn't have left the thing unlocked. Besides, parades are boring. I helped.
That one's so good. I love that.
Do you ever wonder if you could have done things differently?
No.
Shouldn't you?
There's no reason I should be alive, but I am. You know why? Instinct. It's worked for me so far, and I'm not gonna change.
Alright.
Hey, Shepard. No one's ever asked me about this shit. It's strange to talk about. So fuck you. And thanks for asking.
You're welcome, Jack. Yeah, there's not a lot of profanity in this game, but what is... the profanity that we do get is almost all from Jack, for the record.
Back for more? I knew this girl once, Asari. Good head on her shoulders. We had this whole thing going, until she sold me out to the Blood Pack. Put a sour note on the relationship.
I mean, can't blame her.
Doesn't matter who you are. You got a gun in your face, chances are good you'll do what the other man says. Only two types don't buckle at that point. Trained killers and psychopaths. A lot of people can't tell the difference.
Hey, Creepers. See, I know Miranda and Garrus aren't going to have anything new to say, but... Huh. I would have thought they'd have something new to say. Nothing from those two either. Huh. Ah. Kasumi.
There you are. The Normandy runs so quietly. I'm not used to hearing my footsteps when I walk. One of the girls in navigation thinks she might be pregnant. Even aboard a Cerberus vessel, life finds a way.
Jurassic Park reference?
I have to say, that Jacob? He seems pretty intense. I wonder if he likes Japanese girls with a penchant for kleptomania.
Access to life support is restricted.
So that's what, one... Only 2 more rooms left to unlock.
The elusive man wishes to speak to you in the debriefing room, Commander. I don't know what to feel about Grunt. My psych reports refer Oak here. We have no guarantees that Grunt is mentally stable. I get the feeling he just doesn't care about anything, including who lives or dies.
Probably.
Don't worry, Callie. I wouldn't let him touch you.
If there's any touching being done, you'd better be involved. Anyway, what's up?
Well, there's a
Give a moment
flirt.
to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
Nothing.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Yeah, there's a flirty line from her. And see if Joker does any more.
Edie, we've got venting from the number 16 lithium heatsink.
Yep, he does. And then I'll get his thoughts on Grunt being recruited.
Sorry, that was supposed to go to my earpiece.
Yeah, he's listening to porn.
You want luck on your side? Never wash your hat. Dad told me that, I think.
The sound effect of the horn is actually a sound that one of the female enemies makes.
Yeah.
One of the female enemies makes when you hit her with biotics that have her like float up into the air.
You collect stray cats as a kid? Because we really needed a Mega Krogan, so thanks for dragging him home.
I assume everything's going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
All right. Gonna have a mission, or gonna have an email from Tim Shepard. I see you've awakened Okir's Krogan. A dangerous decision, but you've got free reign on this operation. If you're certain he'll be a useful member of the team, you've got my support. We need every weapon we can get in this battle. If this grunt proves unreliable and has to be put down, don't lose the body. He's based at least partially in collector technology and could offer useful genetic data. But again, you are in charge. Thanks, Tim. Tim is what people nickname the Elusive Man, because the Elusive Man, T-I-M, Tim. Feed my fishies. Check in on my hamster. I love that squeak. Oh, and let's take a look at Grunt, shall we? Grunt is another one who got a DLC armor. And, as usual, it's got ugly-ass visor. The armor otherwise is pretty meh, but the visor just ruins the whole thing. I don't know why all the DLC armors got visors, because they're all bad. The only one that doesn't look bad is Garrus, because he already has a visor. Is it 4 more? Oh, actually, yeah, there's 3 more doors that, 3 more rooms that I can't get into. One of the observation bays, the life support room, and the AI core. And, of course, 4 more spaces. Where does the last character go? You'll find out. But not right now. For now, let's just, yeah.
Known as the Starcraft Cemetery, Corliss was the regional toxic junkyard for centuries. Ships reaching astronautical near-death at connecting mass relays were sent to Corliss, stripped of every useful component, then dumped planetward to clear shipping lanes. Currently, Corliss hosts numerous merc factions, such as the Blue Suns, rumored to be using downed ship fossils to test advanced munitions. Massive gun batteries threaten anyone attempting planetfall, with minimal defenses against ground attack. Because ancient volcanism greenhoused the planet, Corliss was too hot and CO2 rich to develop a biosphere, despite the abundant lakes that could have sponsored the development of life. Now cool enough for protected habitation, but too scorching for anyone but extremophiles and mercenaries seeking secrecy, Corliss supports numerous Krogan outposts. The Krogan have therefore seeded Corliss with hardy Varen, often kept as warhounds. Varen live primarily on a diet of geophagous vermin and each other.
Good to know. All right, and that will be... Oh, actually, hold on. Krogan Blood Rage. Feared throughout the galaxy as nightmarishly violent warriors, the Krogan are both aided and hobbled by their legendary Blood Rage. In the grip of that madness, Krogan become seemingly invincible, but are merely totally unresponsive to pain. Blood-enraged Krogan fight regardless of injury level, to the extent that Krogan shorn of all 4 limbs continue gnashing past brain death until total somatic death. The supremely resilient, hyper-violent blood rage is the synergy of 2 aspects of Krogan neurology. The first aspect is a positive feedback loop in which adrenaline, also activated by fear or rage, suppresses serotonin, the brain chemical that induces serenity. The second is the overdeveloped Krogan limbic system. In Krogan, as in humans, fear or rage shifts mental control from the frontal lobes, responsible for reasoning, to the limbic system, responsible for aggression and survival. During that shift, Krogan and humans exhibit diminished capacity for logic and self-control. Prior to the ecological devastation of Tuchanka, blood rage was extremely rare among the Krogan. Back then, while all Krogan were capable of heightened anger and violence in fight-or-flight scenarios, almost none experienced insensitivity to pain. The 1% who did were those suffering serotonin suppression. At that time, Krogan society regarded the condition as pathological, and medicated or imprisoned sufferers to protect them and society. Following the nuclear ecocide 4 millennia ago, evolution selected only those Krogan afflicted with blood rage for survival. Today, there is no living memory among the Krogan of a life without mindless, murderous fury. Not yet. I think I'll save up to get another point of, actually do warp. Yeah, I think I'll save up to try to get warp maxed out, just for the sake of the, blast radius. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Alright, so that'll do for this episode. Next up, we'll see what Tim wants. But for now, thanks for watching, and see you next time.